I'm Brian Professor B. Davis here for BayAreaSportsWeekly.com. San Francisco Giants 2012 World Series report at the ABC 7 studios in downtown San Francisco. And your San Francisco Giants are the champions of the baseball world. Unfortunately, the biggest news story came out of this was a big major riot in San Francisco downtown financial district between 3rd and Market Street in San Francisco, where an Express San Bruno Express bus was caught on fire. There was a lot of looting all around San Francisco's Mission District, and that's going to be the big major news story, and you can see that on ABC 7 News and the rest of local stations in the San Francisco market. It's a big news story. We don't have the final numbers of any injuries. There have been some arrests. We will not find out yet. But the most important thing is the San Francisco Giants, for the second time in the last 3 years, have won the World Series, their second World Championship since moving to San Francisco in 1958. And the Giants, they beat the Detroit Tigers. They completed a 4-game series sweep, finished the postseason with a 7-game winning streak, and we're going to quickly give you the highlights of the game. And Giants third baseman Pablo Sandoval was pretty much all but the unanimous World Series, the first player to hit 3 home runs in the World Series and get the MVP award, of course, since Reggie Jackson in 1977, the second consecutive year that a third baseman has won the MVP of the World Series. David Freese did it last year. He set a record for 23 hits, and it was smart pitching and clutch hitting, sharp fielding, plus MVP Panda. All those elements for the World Series swept for the San Francisco Giants, nearly knocked out of the playoffs time and time again for a team who were down 3-1 or 2-0 against the Reds in the division series, then overcame that to win all 3 games in Cincinnati, then come back from a 3-1 deficit against the defending world champion Cardinals, then to win all 3, then to sweep the 4 games against the American League champion Detroit Tigers, and they finally pressed by the Tigers in Game 4. Sandoval and the Giants clinched their second title in the last 3 years on Sunday night. And also a reminder for this will be the 13th consecutive year there'll be a new world champion of baseball. No team has won back-to-back World Series titles since the Joe Torre New York Yankees teams did it back in 2000, which of course they went up winning 4 World Series titles in 5 years, of course, from 1996 till 2000. And no National League team has won back-to-back World Series titles since the Big Red Machine Cincinnati Reds with Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Dave Concepcion, Tony Perez, George Foster, and Ken Griffey Sr. since 1974. Marcro Scuturo came through the clutch again with a big base hit, the go-ahead run with 2 outs in the 10th inning to give the Giants a 4-3 win. And some of the quotes from the game, Detroit probably didn't know what it was for the Giants. General Manager Brian Sabian said, "Our guys had a date with destiny. On a night of bitter cold stiffness breeze through some rain, the Giants combined the most important elements of their championship baseball after 3 straight wins. They looked relatively easy and sealed the victory when Sergio Romo got, and it was perfectly fitting, the Triple Crown winner and possibly soon to be American League MVP Miguel Carbrea look at strike 3 for the final out. And it was a battle star for the Giants. Buster Posey said, "All I think of tonight was the fitting way to end because those guys up, and it's unbelievable feeling." Posey, the only player who was in the starting lineup when San Francisco beat Texas in the 2010 clincher. And the underdog Giants celebrated on the center diamond at Comerica Park in Detroit. And this was a party, winning all 6 elimination games. And the Giants, also a reminder, we're going to give you the final totals of, and we'll try to give you all the final totals of the game, of game number 4 of this series. Giants winning it by a score of 4-3 in 10 innings. By the way, this is San Francisco's first 4-game series sweep of the World Series. Since then, they were in New York, of course, 58 years ago when they swept the Cleveland Indians in the 1954 Fall Classic in 4 straight. So we're going to give you the final totals right now. And Giants winning their 2nd World Championship in the last 3 years. And we're going to do the totals. And the Giants.
So we're going to give you the final totals for Game 4. We're just going to give you some time to look it up on our and it's a 4-3 final score and 10 innings. And San Francisco had a big crowd. And one thing we do know, there was a lot of rioting, including and Muni bus was caught on fire in downtown San Francisco. And that's the biggest news. And stay tuned for ABC 7 and the rest of local San Francisco local stations in the Bay Area for more news on that story. That's a big story. We don't know how many. There were some arrests. We won't get the official count. And BayAreaSportsWeekly.com will give you more information as it develops. And we'll give you the final totals of the game. As we'll try to give you the final totals of the ball game. As so we'll scores, and also Omar Fonte game with as he got hit by Jeremy Adams pitch in the wrist, and I believe he ended up breaking that wrist injury. So that's really a bum way to end for the season. So we just don't have the totals at this time, but Sergio Romo picks up his 3rd save of the series, and Jeremy Affeldt gets the win in relief, and I believe Phil Koch gets the loss, and it all came down to this timely hitting for San Francisco, and they kept going, getting key hits after key hits after key hits, and Detroit really didn't. And Miguel Carbrea homered in the game earlier, and American League Championship Series MVP Delman Young also hit a home run, and the Giants are going to be going back home as champions of baseball, and I'm assuming they'll be coming back as we're doing this tape 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then they'll be coming back later today, and the parade will be Wednesday. The time will start at 11 o'clock. Downtown San Francisco. BayAreaSportsWeekly.com will be out there for that coverage. We'll be out there, and we're going to be out there giving you all the information. And we like the and it's been a great ride. We'll be out there, and we will also bring you more news on the riots in downtown San Francisco with the bus, the 8 Express bus. We'll be getting more information as it develops. How many arrests and any people were seriously hurt in those riots. Bay Area Sports Weekly is your 24-hour news service, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. On behalf of BayAreaSportsWeekly.com and for the San Francisco Giants organization, we like to send our congratulations on behalf of BayAreaSportsWeekly.com as the San Francisco Giants are the champions of the baseball world for the 2nd time in 3 years. The parade will be on Wednesday. 11 o'clock will be the start. And we'll be out there, and we'll be bringing more update on the riots and all the information on the riots as it develops on BayAreaSportsWeekly.com as soon as it develops. This has been the Giants post-game World Series report wrap-up. Once again, the final score: San Francisco Giants are the champions of the baseball world for the 2nd time in 3 years. Only their 2nd World Series title since moving to San Francisco on the West Coast. They went over the Detroit Tigers 4-3 in 10 innings. This has been BayAreaSportsWeekly.com for all the Giants news, information, all the Champions World Series gear. Go to sfgiants.com or MLB.com. ShopMLB.com is the website. And the rest of the news, go to BayAreaSportsWeekly.com is your 24-hour news service, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, as the innovator, bringing you the best sports news, including your World Series champion San Francisco Giants from here and beyond throughout the Bay Area. Congratulations, San Francisco Giants, 2012 World Champs.